Welcome to the Festival TV studios. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Okay, my name is Carolyn Edwards and my official title is Lecturer in Evangelism, Mission and Ministry.
It's a very big title.
It's a very big title for quite a short person. But the reason I have that title is because I work for part of my time on the BA Theology with the undergraduates studying theology, but I also work for the part-time courses in Ministry and Mission.
And you've done some seminars this week. Why don't you tell us about what seminars you've done here at Festival this weekend?
So I am thinking obviously about the theme of all, but making it quite sort of practical in our day-to-day ministerial lives. And so yesterday we looked at inclusivity with children, so all God's children. What does it mean to make sure that every child is welcome? If they're autistic, if they've got wheels, if they can't see, if they've got allergies, if they're suffering from obesity, what does it actually mean for us practically to welcome them into the church and make sure that they feel included?
Do you think the church is a particularly good place at welcoming children, or do you think as a general question?
I think there are some churches that are good, but I think there are many churches that just don't think. One of the things that we talked about yesterday was listening and looking. So actually going into a space where a child might be coming in and getting down on your knees to child height and looking at the context from that perspective, because very quickly you then see that the carpet is really rough and it's not nice to sit on, or that all the pictures are really high up and you can't see what they are, or that all the words are in a really bizarre font that you can't read because you're only just learning to read. So I think there are a lot of churches that have the heart to welcome children, but they haven't actually got the practical skills, or they haven't thought about it.
And if you're a person who's looking at this or being at Festival weekend and wants to know more about how they can include children, what resources are out there?
That's a good question. I think that a lot of the resources for doing children's ministry are now including some material at the beginning that helps think about these things. I think that we've got organisations like Children Worldwide that are sort of specially trained in terms of working with children with special needs, and they're a great resource to go to. But I think that actually it's about listening to the parents, it's about listening to the children, because they can tell you what their needs are. You know, we can talk in general terms about a child that's autistic, but every child that is autistic is going to have a different way of expressing that, and therefore we need to listen to the people, and then we will be able to meet their needs.
So I guess there's the courses at Cliff related to children's work. What courses are there at Cliff?
We are just in the process of creating some new courses.
That's exciting.
So people will be able to come in September 2016 and do a level 4, which is like first year degree standard course in children's ministry and mission, or youth ministry and mission. They'll also be able to come and do third age and creative arts, and very excitingly sports ministry and mission. And that means that perhaps people who are working with children or young people but are doing it in a very particular field, get the pun there? Doing it in
I like that, that's very clever,
that they can come and actually think about the skills that they're using in their ministry. So, you know, actually I play football a lot. I don't. I'm thinking of somebody.
I play football, look at me.
If I play football a lot, what can I do in terms of actually engaging children, helping them to grow in their spirituality, but also connecting that with God.
That's great.
So there's lots of exciting things. In the meantime, we've got short courses. We've got a short course in family ministry. People can come and do godly play here if they're interested in that.
And they find out more about that on the website, I guess.
Yeah, go to the website,
which is www.cliffcollege.ac.uk.
.uk, yes.
Perfect. That's great. Thanks for coming into the studio.
You're welcome.